Here in the Anosy region, the education system is in dire straits at the moment. In the last 5 years we've had an 82% cut in funding for education, which essentially means that the infrastructure is imploding. Only 35% of people can read and write. 50% of students have not been to primary school. So the ones that do go to primary school, a third don't continue, because if they fail their exam twice, they're not allowed to carry on in public school and they have to find funding to go to a private school. So hence the high levels of illiteracy, which has obvious knock-on effects for unemployment at a later stage. Part of the reason that we work in this area on school building is because of that infrastructure problem. So we have, for every 1,900 students, we have one latrine.
Just a few latrines can make a massive difference. But then alongside any facilities that we build, we always run hygiene education and games and workshops to get kids excited about using latrines, excited about hand washing, and also to go home and talk to their families about what they've learnt.
In terms of water, only 26% of schools have a water point. And we also have a massive problem with students not having access to benches to sit on. So a lot of our projects, pioneer projects for example, is bench making. So we are trying to address some of these issues. A lot of the children in these rural areas, their childhood ends much earlier than what we would hope. Part of the issue is that the children are seen as a commodity in terms of being able to bring an income for the family. So a lot of the children are working basically from a very, very young age, or they look after their younger siblings while the parents are working. You'll also find that a lot of the teachers have to supplement their income, so they tend to only do half a day at school, and then the second half of the day they are trying to earn enough money or grow crops so that they have food to feed their families. So we try and address those issues by helping to do the training for the teachers, because they don't get any training, very, very little training from the government. For some schools there just are no textbooks, no desks, no textbooks. There's a blackboard, there's some chalk, and sometimes there's no chalk. So Azafady has tried to address some of the issues by we've built up to 20 schools, and we're hoping to get funding for books so that we can actually fill those schools with whatever is needed to improve education, because a school is not made by a building, it's made by the expertise and the skill of the teachers, which we try and address, and the resources that we can provide. This year I've been teaching for 21 years, and I think this is probably the biggest kind of life-changing moment. I think anyone who comes to Madagascar or comes and works for Azafady, you'll really feel like that there is a place here for you, and that you can make a difference on an hourly basis. You can make a difference just giving one hour English lesson to a person, and then hearing them speak back to you the next day and using the vocabulary you just taught them. I don't think that there's much more that could be as rewarding as that moment.